go ahead and press that button right there. Hey everybody, Brooks from Drag Times here. Welcome back to the channel. Aside from all the racing requests we've been asked to do with the Tesla Model S Plaid, the second most request is to have this car put on the dyno. So that is what we're doing today. I've actually contacted a couple dyno operators, and believe it or not, they didn't want to dyno it. They were actually a little worried about the Tesla breaking the dyno with its crazy instant amount of torque. Now obviously we don't want to jam it from a stop on the dyno. That could definitely break something. So we're going to do a gentle roll into it and see what kind of power it makes. We're heading over to see Jack at HPLogic. As you've seen in previous videos, he has dynoed a couple of Teslas with us. So let's head up. We actually have to stop by a supercharger. Some other people asking about how fast the Plaid supercharges. We will charge up at the supercharger, head up to Jack's and get this thing on dyno. Let's get started. One of the new features of the Tesla Model S is the smart drive feature. It looks forward and back and decides when you press the brake and put your seatbelt on which direction you want to go. I just press the brake, it's looking forward and says we want to go in reverse, so automatically the car is put in reverse. So here we go, backing out of the garage. Now one thing which is interesting as we back out is that as I back out, is it smart enough to actually go back into drive when I stop? Like, is it looking around? And the answer is no. So when I stop, the car is still in reverse, and I actually have to go over here and swipe up to get in drive. So maybe later on, as Tesla develops this beta feature, it'll figure out when you back up and look around that when you press the brake, you want to move forward. All right, just rolled the supercharger. We got 71%. Let's plug in and see what we got here. There we go. I think this is only 150 kilowatt. Well, they got two rows. They got a row all the way over there, a bunch of Ys and 3s. Over here, there's a bunch more. Let's hop in here and see what we're getting here on the charge rate. We're gonna go max charge so we can get the most. And let's see it ramp up here. It says 10 minutes. Although I imagine it's gonna be longer than that. So there we go, here's the ramp up. Oh, there we go, 30 minutes. All right, so it just changed up there. All right, so it says 30 minutes to charge. We're at 72 kilowatt. Now that could be because we got a Tesla over here and a Tesla over here. Sometimes these stations share circuits with each other. Otherwise, I could just be going slow because I'm already at 72%. So, you know, when the battery's really low, it charges a lot faster. And because we want the most power output of the dyno, I'm gonna let it go close to 100%, not all the way, because I really believe you get maximum power in this car anytime you're over 90%. All right, so pulling up the Jack's at HPLogic. I know he's a big rotary fan, so I'm going to turn on the boombox rotary sound so he can pull up and play that. Rotary. There we go. How good is this?
But this is not a Tesla.
What do we got?
This is a dang Bridgeport.
Bridgeport rotary. I knew you'd like that.
So you're the world's first Bridgeport rotary
How
swap?
Hilarious is that, dude? You could drive around. I had a Hellcat cam rolling around.
Okay.
And put that up, and then I loaded Bridgeport rotary. Go back to the rotary days.
You know what? It really does sound good.
It's good, right?
Like you probably can't get this through the camera, but it actually sounds like it's coming from the car.
It is, yeah. There's actual speakers down here in the front.
No shit.
So you can kind of hear it down here.
It's got like the right, like.
Is that a 20B or a 13B?
13B.
How do you know?
Oh, I can tell because
you can tell?
Pulses. It's
all
only
right.
a two-rotor pulse.
See, I didn't know that. I thought I had a 20B 3-rotor.
You want to hear it, 20B?
You got one?
I got one.
He's got one back here.
I got the real one.
Well, we should record that so I can load that sound up here, right?
There you go, yeah.
Get a good idle sound. So what are we doing today?
I guess we're gonna break my dyno.
Well, we're not gonna break the dyno. I actually had a couple of people say they wouldn't put it on the dyno.
Probably because they thought it was gonna break it.
Yeah, but we're not gonna hammer it on the dyno. We're just gonna roll into it.
What is the point?
Well, because it's too much torque.
All right, we'll try. Yeah, I do agree. I think.
Yeah, we don't want to smack it from like a roll.
Well, I think what'll end up happening is
news.
it'll literally spin the tires, if anything.
Well, you mean spin the rollers?
Or the rollers.
Because it doesn't spin on the street.
Yeah. No. I don't think there's enough contact area to hold as much torque as this thing is capable of putting.
Who knows? I mean, it's supposed to be 1,000 horsepower from 60 to 200, but it's limited to 160 right now, right? So it's supposed to be this crazy flat horsepower curve.
I can't wait to see.
Now, we've had trouble with dyno in these cars before.
I'm having trouble concentrating with this bridge.
Yeah. All right,
yeah,
well,
we've tried the, what was it, the P1?
We did a P90, a P100D.
P100D.
But now we have dyno mode, so I can actually put the car in dyno mode. So it eliminates any of those kind of restrictions.
Okay.
And then what do you do? Measure mile an hour versus torque, and that calculates horsepower.
Exactly.
Right?
So the same caliber. It's the same calculation as it would be if the engine was spinning at a fixed gear ratio.
Okay. All right. So we should be good, right? Yeah. So what's your guess?
I mean, if I remember correctly, the 100D did what, like 800, 900?
It did 900 foot-pounds of torque, but the horsepower is around 600, I think I looked.
Okay, so, and then going off of my bench racing thing, I know this is a 150 plus trap, right?
Yeah, 152, yeah.
So I'm gonna go with 875.
To the wheels?
To the wheels.
To the wheels. I'm guessing more. This thing weighs 4,800 pounds.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got to be making over 1,000 to the wheels.
Let's find out.
All right, let's roll it up. Now we got a 20B Bridgeport. All right, so there you go. Jack just created a new sound file for us for the Tesla. Now we have 20B Bridgeport.
Real.
Real.
That's actually a peripheral port.
Peripheral port.
Let me show you.
Sorry.
So this is a really kind of an interesting combination.
Oh yeah, look at that.
What we have here is a semi-peripheral port.
Okay.
Or semi-P port. We've got the peripheral ports that are a little smaller than a full-size peripheral.
Okay.
So they call it a partial.
Gotcha.
Semi. So then we got the ITBs with injectors specifically for those ports that comes on when we...
Dude, it sounds great. 400 wheel horsepower.
That's it. Dude.
How much does it weigh?
Like 2,600.
Okay. Dude, that's plenty.
Right?
Plenty to get in trouble real fast.
Yeah, it does well.
Yeah.
It's not going to break any speed records.
Right.
It sure is going to race the heart.
And really fun to drive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I think it's time for me to get an RX-7, although I think I'd want turbo on this one too.
Yeah, no, you for sure.
I would, yeah. So you can add a turbo to this?
You can't have an electric car
right.
Your RX-7.
Yeah.
Actually, you can.
Probably will be, even with the turbo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the dyno session. So before we pull it up on the dyno, I'm gonna raise the suspension so it comes on that ramp pretty good. You can go right here, ride height, up to very high. And let's see it raise. Here we go, look at that thing get jacked up there. The race is actually pretty quick. Now we're in 4x4 mode. First thing you need to do is under pedals and steering, we're going to turn on the drag strip mode. That enables for max power, max torque. And also there's a secret command to put this car in dyno mode so it does not complain about moving the wheels but not moving from the GPS or its location. And to do that, you go to, I think I saw right here, and you hold down on the Model S for a while, and that brings up an access code, and in here you type in dyno test, DYNOTEST, hit OK, and there you go. Now we are in dyno mode. It's got dyno mode over the entire front screen and this screen right here. So we are ready to go. We are gonna roll onto it. We're not gonna go from a stop or punch it from 20 or 30 miles an hour, because the amount of torque this thing produces is insane on the street, and we don't wanna break anything. We don't wanna break a strap. We don't wanna break the dyno. We don't wanna break the car. And we're just gonna roll into it from about probably 30 miles an hour, gently gonna throttle to 100% and run it up to its top speed, which is about 163 miles an hour on the dyno. And he needs to do a calibration first to calculate the speed on the dyno, and then we'll get moving and get it done. I didn't like that. Yikes.
I have to go back and look at this. I could not get on it.
Really?
When I got on it, I felt the car like lurching.
Yeah, it was dancing.
Yeah. So I let off because I didn't want to create an oscillation.
Yeah.
So let's kind of reevaluate.
Okay.
Or anything like.
This is slip start. That's the closest thing to traction control.
Let's see what she does.
Yeah. All right, we're trying again, not in dyno mode, because the car was holding back power the first 2 times. Let's see what it does. That doesn't sound good. Worse?
Yeah, it was really holding back that time.
Yeah.
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 It's obviously in control.
Yeah. We tried.
We tried.
Dyno mode apparently isn't all what dyno mode should be. It's not that dyno friendly.
Yeah.
We tried it 3 times, and the run's taking forever. It's holding back power.
We could tell it was not.
Yeah.
It was not putting down the power that it should.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you compare it to the P100D that you brought here last time, which did make some pretty big numbers.
Yeah, 900 foot-pounds of torque.
Yeah.
And here we are
trying
to make it. You can see it hesitating and dropping down.
Yeah.
Obviously, the new car is not making half as much power. It took a long time for the run. It should have been done in like 7 seconds if it was really putting down the power.
Right.
It's
clearly holding back.
Yeah.
It's clearly holding back. So there's more to this dyno mode than meets the eye. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to regroup.
Yep.
Maybe the guys over at Tesla will.
I'll put some feelers out to Tesla and see if I can get some information how we can actually get this car properly dynoed. But nevertheless, we gave it a try, and you know,
we're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
Nevertheless, I want to give Jack a ride in the car. He wants to feel it. And then,
do I have to sign a waiver?
did I have to sign a waiver? No, no waivers.
Okay.
You're used to fast cars.
We're waiverless today.
As always, thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, helps the video and the channel. And we got a track day coming up next week where you'll see some races, and that's gonna be a lot of fun, so consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Let me show you what Plaid's all about here. So basically right here, we hit drag strip mode. That enables full torque, launch control, all that kind of stuff.
I like it because there's a rocket ship next to it.
Exactly. What car has this mode? Have you ever seen this in a car? Drag strip mode.
I think there's like the Super Mustangs do.
Yeah.
You know, like the big, like the GT500.
That's true. Yeah, I mean they got line lock and they got all that kind of stuff.
But let's face it, that's what we're up against here.
Right.
I mean, I don't think that car stands a chance.
This is the quickest production car you can buy.
It's definitely,
you know.
I'm telling you right now, this is by far the strangest.
Oh, yeah, another Tesla passed by right there, yeah.
He doesn't know.
So the drag strip mode, then there's a button there that says how to launch. So go ahead and press that button right there.
Fuck!
Yeah!
Fuck! God damn it! The only thing I pushed was my mouth with the camera.
Dude, right? How crazy is that torque?
Oh, God! Oh.
It is nuts, and that's just from a roll. That's not even using the launch mode.
You could hurt someone with this car
if you're not paying attention. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty crazy. I know, I got you.
Fine, but still,
that's a good thing. You ask people to touch a button on there and then see if they can, right? So, yeah.
I didn't even have time to think.
Yeah.
You just got on it and it was just like.
Now notice this. We'll do a full launch.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hold my camera.
You'll notice the launch doesn't come off as hard. Okay. It's because it's reducing torque. So preparing to launch, you can see the front end is dropping down right now. And then when it's ready, it's just gonna say go. And ready to launch.
Ludicrous!
I mean, it's...
No Plaid! We've
That's
got
65.
Plaid. Jesus.
Yeah.
This should be illegal. I'm just saying.